Hi guys, how are you? Well, today I would like to start with tenses in Turkish. Before starting, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, because then I can decide whether to record more videos or stop here. I don't want to do that though. If you can show your support, I'll really appreciate. Okay, let's start with present continuous tense, which is şimdiki zaman. Şimdiki zaman. Well, present continuous tense in Turkish is very easy, very simple. Well, it's very easy to learn because we have only one suffix to add, which is iyor. Iyor. E here in the bracket because this E can change according to our vowel harmony. Turkish vowel harmony. Well, I'll remind this in a minute, but before going there, let's start with our tense. We have said it takes iyor. What else it takes? Our personal suffix. Well, if you remember from our previous lessons, what we have said in Turkish, I, you, we, he, she, it, they, these are all represented by a suffix in our verb. That's why we don't have to use at the beginning of our sentence ben, sen, o. We don't have to mention that because we understand from our verb. Well, okay, let's go through our personal suffixes. Ben takes im, üm. Sen takes sın, sin, sun, sün. Sın, sin, sun, sün. Ben takes im, üm. Sen takes sın, sin, sun, sün. O don't take anything. He, she, it. We don't have any suffix for them. Okay. Biz takes is, uz, üz. Is, uz, üz. The subject siz takes siniz, sınız, sunuz, sünüz. Siniz, sınız, sunuz, sünüz. Onlar takes ler, lar. Well, why these are changing is, uz, üz, siniz, sınız, sunuz, sünüz? It's because of our vowel harmony. You will remember in a minute. So, what was our vowel harmony then? Well, as you can see, I have included as a reminder at the bottom of this page, and we've got sert ünlüler and yumuşak ünlüler. Sert ünlüler, hard vowels, yumuşak ünlüler, thin vowels. So as you can see, o, u, a, I and ö, ü, e, I. They have to follow the direction of the arrow between them. So a and I, e and I can go both directions. And also the first letter, the first vowel in both chains, they don't repeat themselves. So first letters o and ö, they don't repeat themselves. And another rule, unrounded vowels. We call them düz ünlüler, düz ünlüler. Well, this is according to our mouth shape. You will understand now. So, what are our düz ünlüler, unrounded vowels? These are a, e, I. So, it's very easy rule here. They follow again by a, e, I. So, I have given an example, which is deniz, means sea. As you can see, e followed by E. Another rule. So if a word, its first syllable starts with a round vowel, we call them yuvarlak ünlü, which are O, Ö, U, Ü. So they can be followed by A, E or U, Ü. I have given two examples. Göçebe, gönül. Göçebe, gönül. As you can see in the first word, Ö followed by E, and in the second one, Ö followed by Ü. Another rule, O and Ö, the first vowels in both chain, they can only be in the first syllable. Okay, this is all to remember. You will see in our examples, all the words are going to follow this rule. So, by the way, our suffix your for present continuous tense, it actually don't follow the rule. But whatever we attach to this suffix, other suffix after this has to follow the rule. Okay, let's continue then. Let's give an example. Let's take the verb come. Gelmek, gelmek. What's our root? Gel. By the way, to add our time, we need to find the root of the verb. So, which is really easy because mek, mak suffix makes our root a verb. So when you remove the mek, mak, you will find our verb. So gel is the root. So ben geliyorum. Ben geliyorum. As you can see, it is following the vowel harmony. The second chain, yumuşak ünlü, thin vowel chain. So geliyorum, geliyorum. So gel has E, after that E came. So but eor, as we said, don't follow the rule, but the suffix after your has to follow. So after O, U comes. Geliyorum. By the way, syllables are changing here. Geliyorum. It's becoming like this. So sen geliyorsun. O geliyor. Biz geliyoruz. Siz geliyorsunuz. Onlar geliyorlar. What about negative sentence? Adding me and ma, again, this can change according to our vowel harmony. You will see with the examples, and it's changing actually in this example as well. Let's do it then. Gelmiyorum. Gelmiyorum. Mi. Mema here become mi. Gelmiyorum. Sen gelmiyorsun. O gelmiyor. Biz gelmiyoruz. Siz gelmiyorsunuz. Onlar gelmiyorlar. As I have said, ben, sen, o, biz, siz, onlar, we don't have to say. We can just say gelmiyorum, gelmiyorsun, gelmiyor, gelmiyoruz, gelmiyorsunuz, gelmiyorlar. So what about positive question? Positive question. This is really easy. Our question word is mı, mi, mu, mü. This can change according to the vowel harmony again. So we have said olumlu soru cümlesi, positive question. So What was our positive sentence, the olumlu cümle? For ben, as an example. Geliyor, geliyorum, geliyorum. Let's take out our personal suffix We have left with geliyor. So we need to add our question word, which needs to follow the vowel harmony. So it's becoming mu. And then our personal suffix As there are now two vowels, we have to add something in between, which is our semi-vowel ye, muyum. Geliyor muyum? Let's continue. Sen geliyor musun? Sen geliyor musun? O geliyor mu? O geliyor mu? Biz geliyor muyuz? Siz geliyor musunuz? Onlar geliyorlar mı? Onlar geliyorlar mı? As you can see, only the last one, geliyorlar mı, to make our verb plural, the lar suffix stays with your, and then our question thingy follows again the vowel harmony, becomes mi, because there is a before then e. So, well, by the way, I need to tell you something here. Some other teachers are explaining this in a different way. For example, they say if a verb ends with a consonant and then the last vowel, if it is a and it follows by yor and stuff. So I don't need to confuse you like this. I think this is really confusing for me, even as a native speaker. I don't like to memorize things, so that's why if you learn this vowel harmony, sesli uyumu, you will automatically convert the vowels accordingly. So let's continue. What about negative question? Olumsuz soru. So, what was our olumsuz negative verb for ben? Gelmiyor. Gelmiyorum. Gelmiyorum. Again, we are removing the personal suffix We have left with gelmiyor. So here again we are adding our question thingy mu here, because after o muyum. So it become gelmiyor muyum. Again there are double u. That's why we used semi-vowel y in between. Gelmiyor muyum? Sen gelmiyor musun? O gelmiyor mu? Biz gelmiyor muyuz? Siz gelmiyor musunuz? Onlar gelmiyorlar mı? So, ben gelmiyor muyum? Sen gelmiyor musun? O gelmiyor mu? Biz gelmiyor muyuz? Siz gelmiyor musunuz? Onlar gelmiyorlar mı? Easy, isn't it? Let's think that we have said, your friends, are they not coming this evening? Arkadaşların, onlar bu akşam gelmiyorlar mı? Arkadaşların, onlar bu akşam gelmiyorlar mı? Onlar bu akşam gelmiyorlar mı? By the way, I've just seen that I have written instead of me here. Actually, it's because of my British keyboard. It's a bit difficult to type instead of e when you are using British keyboard. Okay, don't take account e. It should be Geliyorlar mı? Let's take another verb, to look. Bakmak. So it become bakıyorum for ben. Bakıyorum. Sen bakıyorsun, o bakıyor, biz bakıyoruz, siz bakıyorsunuz, onlar bakıyorlar. You can actually do the negative verb and positive question and negative question. This is your homework. As you can see, when we take bakıyorum as an example, it follows the vowel harmony. So bak ended with a consonant, but our vowel is a. After that we used ı. So that's it. So as an example, maybe you're just staring at your computer and someone asked ne yapıyorsun? And you just said hiç. Bakıyorum sadece. Hiç. Bakıyorum sadece. Hiç. Bakıyorum sadece. Nothing. I'm just looking. So you can answer like that. So another thing to mention, if a verb ends with ı, i, u, ü vowels, so there's a rule here as well. Well, it's an easy rule actually. We don't use any of those extra ı, i, u, ü because it has already. So for example, to sleep, uyumak. When we remove the mak and we are having our uyu as a root, and then we are adding yor, then personal suffix uyuyorum. So sen uyuyorsun, o uyuyor, biz uyuyoruz, siz uyuyorsunuz, onlar uyuyorlar. Negative, ben uyumuyorum, sen uyumuyorsun, o uyumuyor, biz uyumuyoruz, siz uyumuyorsunuz, onlar uyumuyorlar. You can continue. You can just check with the table you have on the screen and you can continue. The next rule, when our verb ends with an a and e, as an example, anlamak, to understand. So when we remove mak, we are ending with anla. So we would like to add ıyor, iyor. So I was changing to I, u, ü. But we have a here. That's why that a or e, depending on the verb, is dropping and we are adding ıyor. Anlıyorum, anlıyorum. Following the vowel harmony rule here, it's becoming ı. Depending on verb, it can become i as well. Anlıyorum. So you can continue according to above table. Let's do the first line together. Anlıyorum, anlıyorsun, anlıyor, anlıyoruz, anlıyorsunuz, anlıyorlar. So do the rest. So we have two verb which has only one syllable, demek and yemek. Demek means to tell, to say, and yemek means to eat. So here, like in the previous example, this e drops and demek becomes diyor, yemek becomes yiyor. Yemek yiyoruz. Yemek yiyoruz. We are eating. Well, there are three other verbs which are exceptions again. Gitmek, etmek, tatmak. Gitmek, to go. Etmek, this is like a supporting verb. Verb supporting other verbs like teşekkür etmek, to thank you. Teşekkür etmek, for example. Tatmak, to taste. So when we remove mek and mak in these verbs, if you remember our consonant harmony, te changes to its counterpart, which is de. So here it becomes gidiyor, gidiyorum. Etmek, for example, ediyorum. Teşekkür ediyorum. Teşekkür ediyorum. Tatmak, tadıyorum. Yemeği tadıyorum. Bu yemeği tadıyorum. So, these are all for today. I think I have explained everything about continuous tense, present continuous tense. You can open your dictionary, find different verbs and try according to the rules. You've got in front of you this table and consonant harmony as well. So you can try with different verbs. Thank you. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. And I will see you in the next lesson. See you. Görüşmek üzere. Görüşürüz arkadaşlar. Bye bye.